Spies in Disguise is a Blue Sky animated movie, the same production company known for such classics as the Ice Age movies
We're very, very stupid.
and Rio. Here is a rundown on what I think of it. Characters. One of our main characters is an agent named Lance Sterling, the best the States have to offer. He is cool. Well, of course, he's voiced by Will Smith, one of the coolest black men on the planet. He works alone.
I work alone.
His deal is that he wants his weapons and gadgets to be deadly because that's what he's used to, and that's what he knows gets the jobs done. Ben Mendelsohn voices the villain in this movie. He has a glowing red eye and a metal claw.
Watch yourself, it's the claw! Ooh, the claw's coming at you. Ooh, you're scared of the claw.
All jokes aside, he's actually kind of cool and menacing. Walter Beckett is the protagonist voiced by Tom Holland. He also plays Spider-Man in the MCU movies. He's kind of generic, but that's alright. I think this is the first movie I've seen with Tom Holland outside of the MCU. Anyway, he's basically Jimmy Neutron with a smaller head and a pigeon obsession. Animation. The animation was pretty basic for a movie that came out in 2019. There was nothing that really blew me away. Plot. Walter's mom is a cop that he greatly respects. He grew up and somehow became some sort of special weapons developer for the spy agency. One of his weapons is a glitter bomb that makes a cat hologram instead of blowing things up. Kinda stupid, but anyway, Lance Sterling doesn't like that and he fires him for refusing to make deadly weapons. My question is, how did Walter Beckett get the job in the first place? Surely this agency interviews people before they hire him. After that, Killian the villain frames Lance Sterling by scanning his face, like something out of Mission Impossible. He uses it to kill a guy with a super advanced drone he stole from the government. Instead of being arrested and handed over to Rashida Jones, he escapes like the Chad he is, enlisting the help of Beckett to make him disappear. And then Will Smith turns himself into a pigeon, the spy agency comes and destroys Beckett's house, and they are on the run for treason. Cut to them on a super advanced spy plane. Wait, if they're on the run, where did they get it? Anyway, they hatch a plan to go to Costa Rica and torture another villain to find the location of the Claw guy. Lance starts acting like a real pigeon for a minute when he sees some garbage to eat, implying he would stay that way forever if he wasn't changed back soon. But this plot thread is never really touched on again. When Lance finds the bad guy he's looking for, the man sticks his finger up the bird's parts. The agents come to capture them all, and Beckett covers them up in his sticky goo. And then we have Killian killing a guy and our protagonist on an advanced spy yacht with an advanced submersible. Again, where are they getting this stuff? Next, there's a pretty good action scene where they have to get an agent database before Killian does. Also, this is kind of scary. I mean, I would be scared if I saw this happening. Inside the submarine, it shows that the bad guy is really close to him, just a few feet away. Also, there's an inconsistency with the tracker between these two shots. Notice how the red dot is missing in the first shot, but it shows up in the second. After Lance realizes what a help Beckett was, Beckett transforms Lance back into a human. Will Smith's character insists that he goes in alone, leading him to get captured and Beckett's sub getting blown up. I've seen this before. It's the exact same scene from The Incredibles when Syndrome blows up the jet. In this movie, Beckett uses an elastic ball, and in Incredibles, Elastigirl turns herself into an elastic ball around her kids. So Killian reveals that half his face was blown off years ago by Starling, and that's why he wants revenge. This makes Lance realize the error of his destructive ways, and he starts to consider Beckett's way of doing things non-lethally. The film randomly cuts right in the middle of the final battle with the villain, with Lance working with the secret agents again. I feel like there should have been some sort of scene between these, either setting up this fight or setting up Lance and the agents working things out, but there's none of that. Anyway, they all fight the bad guy using non-lethal methods and win, saving the agents who had their identity revealed in the process. There's another animated movie that this reminds me of, The Emperor's New Groove. The main character is really high status with a foot up his ass and gets turned into a talking animal and is at the mercy of the main character. They go on a long adventure while being pursued. The animal gets shown kindness and learns not to be an asshole, but The Emperor's New Groove is still better though. Way better. Conclusion. This film is pretty okay overall, but it lacks that wow factor or intrigue that some other spy films have, like James Bond, that is trying to imitate. Nothing about it stands out except for, well, the pigeons. But it's good enough as an animated movie to put on the background while doing something else. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more content. It really helps out a lot.